I'm Kevin. I've been doing Jiu Jitsu for a little over 2 years now. I'm a blue belt. Now, obviously, it's fantastic to be learning from Gary when he's here, and then of course Chris, great. All the teachers here are fantastic. I really get a lot out of coming here.
Could you elaborate more on how it improved your life outside?
Well, I used to drink a lot, and I don't drink anymore. I used to smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I used to be depressed and miserable. I used to take antidepressants and things like that, but I don't have to take them anymore. Now I have goals. I have things that bring me happiness now. And Jiu-Jitsu is the largest part of that. Because I feel better. And it affects every facet of my life, every single one. Because I feel better. I treat people better. Setting goals. Learning how to learn is even something that I get out of this. Because being in those high, intense situations where you're struggling and you're scared, you have to learn to calm down, learn to center yourself, and then focus on techniques and say, okay, this is a bad situation. How do I prioritize and execute? And finding the solutions to the problems. Because fundamentally, for me, Jiu-Jitsu is problem solving. So learning how to learn is a huge part of Jiu-Jitsu. So it's helping with work and every other aspect of my life.
And did it improve your confidence?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I used to, even as a big guy, I would lift weights and stuff like that, but if I was in a situation, I wouldn't necessarily know what to do, and I wouldn't have any confidence at all. I can do it, maybe throw a punch or something like that, but, it's a very serious situation. But now, it's like even if something happened, I know how to deal with it better. I can be calm in those situations. Know that I don't have to fight. I can just walk away. And really, that's more than anything the most important lesson is knowing that it's not about ego. It's about being in a good situation, just sitting there and avoiding trouble if you can.
Absolutely. I'm glad that you brought Jiu-Jitsu in your life and it has improved your life. How did you find Jiu-Jitsu?
Well, years ago, I used to play a game called EverQuest with my friend who lived in Minnesota. His name was Chris, and he used to ditch me playing games with me a couple days a week to go train Jiu-Jitsu. So it was always sitting in the back of my head, and I had saw Gracie win the UFC 1 live when I was a kid. I never really watched MMA or something like that, but listening to Joe Rogan and Jocko podcast and things like that.
I listened to both of them.
Yeah, Jocko was huge for it, but really the big thing for me was Anthony Bourdain. I got big in his show. I loved his show. He was such a superhero to me. The way he traveled and saw the world, so it was such an inspiration. And for him to find out, I think he started at like 60 or 58 or something like that. I'm like, if he can get a blue belt at that level, I'm only 40 years old. I can do it too. So, it was probably one of the scariest things I did. I was at the Wawa at the old location by Monroe or Jamesburg. And I was in there eating like some burrito or something like that. And I'm sitting in my car and I see the Jiu-Jitsu sign and I'm like, I remembered all the things I heard about and everything. I said, you know what, let me give it a shot. So I sent an email. It was Damien who was there. Got the email said coming in, so I showed up. And I thought it was going to be really scary, but it was very friendly, family-oriented atmosphere, and I felt comfortable there. And even though I was new, I was people were patient with me, and they took their time with me and let me learn what it was about and how it goes. And Gary was friendly when I walked out the door. I didn't even know who he was when I walked in. It wasn't until later that I found out who he was, and he was super famous and stuff. So that was all new to me.
We're glad that you shared this story, encourage others with your journey, and we thank you for giving us this time and sharing your life.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.